Hello everyone and welcome back to the midweek video in this case, and I have the second part and just the second part of this set. So on the weekend I will most likely work on another piece because I still want to make something for the feet and legs and something for the arms, so there is more to this set than I anticipated, and that is because I am painting the textures, the Glazeplate textures by hand, and yeah, that means I just need to spend more time. For this specific thing, as you can see, I've started with a cube, and I subdivided the cube, wanted to put it around the body, but in the end I learned that this was extremely ineffective, extremely bad idea. So the best shape to use this is obviously the tube. So at some point I decided, okay, I'm going to scrap this and I'm going to start with the cube again. This is just a few seconds away, so I'm not spoiling anything. And the cube was a way better idea, obviously, because it works better around the form that I'm working on. I actually built like half of the thing, the right side of the body, and then I at the very end copy pasted it, so the full thing is a copy paste of this half, just so you know. I actually did the video a day late. I had this finished yesterday, but the turntable at the very beginning took me way longer to render than I anticipated, and that meant I didn't have the time to finish the video yesterday, and I had to do it today. But yeah, overall I really like how this turned out. I again looked for inspiration with the new Benalia cards that had the Glazeplate. Really thankful that I can look on Scryfall for specific art styles and all. And yeah, I'm just happy how this turned out. Just really like how this looks. There is a bit of another reference in here because the white fabric that is there is a reference to Sarah, which has her own card. She is a legendary person, a legendary, not creature, but legendary planeswalker from the whole story, that is very, very old, but is still revered, still prayed to, and still a symbol of faith, of hope in many regions actually. And yeah, I wanted to incorporate that as well, so there will most likely be some references to that as well. You have already seen it in the Boros set, where I used the same kind of reference. The floating fabrics in the Boros thing were references to that as well, even though not that pronounced. But yeah, I wanted to talk about as well why the person in the renders and in Benalia itself are a person of color. This will not be a DAI run actually, and from the story it was that Benalia was part of a war against a group of another plane, of basically another world, and to their aid came the people of Zalfir, led by the planeswalker Teferi. And at some point Teferi used his powers to remove his plane of origin from existence. Not completely like from existence, he didn't yeet it, he didn't blow it up, more like he removed it so it couldn't be reached. But that meant a lot of his forces were stranded, and the Zalfirian people traditionally were people of color, so the remaining forces were integrated into the societies on Dominaria, which meant they were also largely integrated into Benalia, where they had fought. And yeah, this is why there is a lot of them, a lot of these yeah, people with Zalfuran heritage working in New Benalia or living in New Benalia, being part of that group, and this is why I decided to make this character that way. Because I just find this important to be true to the lore whenever I can, because the magic lore is something I really like, I really enjoy. I could go about it for hours, but there's way better videos out there. So if you're really interested in the lore, just look at these videos. People are doing amazing work to actually like explain all these stuff. And yeah, it's overall really cool. I really enjoy the whole world, whatever is happening, most of the characters and the stories, though the newer ones are not that good. Like I don't like the fact we currently have a NASCAR race, Formula 1 type of situation. I think I'm actually saying I could have written a better story connection to the last set, and I'm absolutely 100% sure I could have, if someone had just asked me about it. But yeah, overall the magic story is not going in a direction I really think is that cool. But I still play the game, I still really like it, and I hope we will get to better parts as well. What I really don't like is the fact we have so many different franchises in Magic that don't find a place there, like, I don't know, The Walking Dead, Final Fantasy, SpongeBob, so many more that just don't fit it, but they are there to stay, and I have to deal with that. Anyway, yeah, I actually painted the whole glass stained window, the Glazeplate, which is looking like a glass stained window. And as you can see, I decided to increase the resolution of this one. I grabbed the outline of the plate, basically of the area, and made it a path that I then copy pasted to another higher resolution area, and I then heightened it so it would fit the whole thing. And what I'm actually doing, what I actually did is I busted out the old drawing tablet, which amazingly still works. It is old. It is from 29, so it's 15 years old actually. It still works. I'm amazed. It survived a multitude of me moving back and forth between places. But yeah, my inspiration for this piece was actually a card that I will put on the screen. The card is called Serra's Sanctum. As you can see, it is a legendary land. It is part of a cycle where the land does a colored mana for a specific type of card that you have, in this case enchantment, and it's not about that. I just really like Serra, and I really like the style of this building in specifically. So I decided I'm going to do something similar, something that resembles it, something that references it without doing it directly. And yeah, the whole idea then was to give it a good background. Basically there's Serra's Sanctum, and there is a background where you have all the different things, like there's clouds, which shows it is floating in the sky. I also chose like sunrise or sunset colors similar to the original artwork, like the reference was just there, so I took it. And yeah, I then decided I'm going to like color this relatively simply. There's like a broad sun-like thing in the center. There is like the orange colored, these orange colored domes, I guess, that are surrounding this, and there's the blue sky as well, additional to the cloud. So this is the whole design idea behind this specific glaze plate. And yeah, I'll see where I take the inspiration for the others from. It will come from a very similar place, so we'll see about that. There's a render in a few seconds which shows my current progress with the set. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's it for this time, and I'll see you guys on the weekend when I hopefully finish this set. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys around.